3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Hey, My Lead System Pro community. Super excited to be on here again with you guys. Like, you can't get enough of me, right? But I also have some rock star leaders, so believe me, you don't have to just hear me all day. You get to hear some of these up-and-coming rock star female leaders in the My Lead System Pro community that are just making waves and really advancing in their business by leaps and bounds. And I think that really is what the reason why I wanted to get these ladies out. And actually, we were trying to get Terry Lamb out as well, but something happened. I don't know what happened. So hopefully he can come join us. There he is. Maybe he can adjust his speaker. We've been having trouble with the sound. So really exciting stuff tonight or today. I always say tonight, but it is actually today. And for some of you guys, maybe tonight if you're in the UK. But before we get started, just go ahead and jump on social media and let everybody know that we're going live. If you could just go over on Facebook, take a screenshot of the webinar and just say, hey, we're live with April Marie and some superstar leaders. Join us. That would be totally awesome. Before I bring these folks out, I definitely don't want people missing out, and this is a great way if you're an affiliate to introduce people to the My Lead System Pro community and just show them how awesome we all are. And I absolutely love this community. So I know many of you guys that are on have been a part of the community for a while, so let's get out there and share it. Really quick, I just want to welcome some people. Laura Slowinski, welcome. Judy Front, Karen Anderson, and of course, Jessica Daniels. Hi, Jessica. Len Mooney, Debbie Deerdorf. Let's see here. Brett, awesome. Susan, Sherry Lowry, how are you? All right, awesome. Antonio Thompson. Really great to see you on, my friend. Okay, awesome. Just come on over in the chat and say hi. Let's see. Susan, Jamie, hey. Susan, I'm not going to try to say your last name. I'll probably, have an issue. Am I the only one with odd sound? Huh? Are we having odd sound, people? Can you tell me? Odd sound. Anybody want to let me know? Does this sound weird to you guys? You guys are good? Okay. So I've got these superstar leaders on with us today, and it's really exciting because, if you are sitting there like, I just joined My Lead System Pro, or maybe you're just thinking about bringing your business online and building your brand. We've got an amazing panel right now to share with you some of the things that they're doing, their story, and how they're getting started, and how really they're ranking all the way from L1 to L4. So we've got everybody's just at different ranks, so you can really learn. I always feel like when you're at a different level, we've got people on, I know they're watching that maybe are L0 right now, people that are on that are L3, that are trying to make it to L4. So definitely make sure you're paying really close attention, take some notes. I know Terry's still trying to get his sound fixed. I'm sorry, Terry. I wish I could help you. Try the settings. Let me really quick try to help Terry here. In the very top, I'm going to share my screen. I did this for Jessica and it worked, so maybe it will. Oh, I'm scared to do it now, though, because last time I lost my sound. But if you just go ahead and at the very top, scroll at the top of your screen, and then pull up the settings, and then adjust your audio settings. Maybe that will fix it for you. So hello, ladies and gents. Terry is the we've got he's actually the meat and the lady sandwich today, so he gets to hang out with all the ladies, and who doesn't, what guy does not like to hang out with all the ladies? Geez, right? Can you guys talk? Can you speak? You're still muted. There you go. There you go.
Everybody.
Yeah, Jessica Daniels in the house. Woo! Another Michigan girl. And then we've got Lisa Reed.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Awesome. And then we've got Jamie Reyes.
Reyes. Hello, everybody.
I'm sorry. I'm terrible with last names. You have to correct me. But
no worries. At least you say my name correctly.
I try. At least I try, right? So we're definitely going to talk about, your stories today. I'm just going to kind of pull I don't know, maybe we'll start with you, Jamie, since we're seeing you right now. Just go ahead and share just a little bit, maybe in your background, you know, what led you to My Lead System Pro, and then maybe a quick strategy or something that's gotten you to the level that you're at right now.
Of course, of course. So I've been in network marketing for the past 15 years. And yes, I started very early in my career as an entrepreneur. Become an mompreneur when I had my kid, when he's 6 years old already. But I was jumping here and there, never did anything like big in my life. I didn't have a good mentorship. You know, I was learning and started getting skills here and there. So then I started doing online marketing 10 months ago with a high ticket product. And, you know, that can hurt somebody. And it hurt me as well. And then I found out MLSP. I was like, this is awesome, this community. You know, I remember I share a Facebook Live inside MLSP community, and somebody told me, I don't think you should be doing that. I remember those, but I was listening to Brian Finale, you know, and he was like amazing. And then somebody, you know, approached me, and I was ready. I was ready for MLSP. A lot of people approached me with MLSP, and I was not ready. And then that guy, he approached me, you know, you probably don't know him. He's not very active in here, but he said, yes, I'm in the leaderboard. I said, okay, I'm gonna go with you. And I joined MLSP. But, you know, some people will say MLSP, we don't have mentorship sometimes. And sometimes you will say that it's not enough, or we don't know what to do. And I will tell you what I do. You know, I didn't have a good mentorship with that person, but I had my wife already. I want the why I want to do this, and why I want to do it for my kids, for my family, for the debt that I have, because I needed to make it. I was just done of making, you know, so many years of trying to struggle, and I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. You know, I didn't want to go take my kids to a daycare, you know, and I did it with my little boy. I had my second son. I was having a home birth in my house, and I couldn't finish at my home, so I had to go to the emergency room. And I had a very bad episiotomy, so I was like 1 month and a half without walking, so I couldn't do my business. I had a business here in California, cleaning service business, and it was very like, couldn't do it. So I needed to figure out something else. And online marketing is been very a bless for me, because I can work from home. I can work from my laptop. I can do it from my phone when I'm in the park with my kids. So it's available for a lot of people. And then somebody will say, yes, how do you rank so fast in MLSP? It's because I already have the skills. I don't already know how to use attraction marketing. And a lot of people say, yes, I'm doing attraction marketing, but I don't know how to really talk to people. But you need to master that conversion. You need to master relationship with people. It's all about relationship. It's all about how you talk to them. You know, what is the problem that you're really solving, not just pitching your product. So when you do that and you start helping people, instead of just pitching your opportunity, they will go with you with anything that you're selling. They will just say, yes, help me, because I want to be with you. And yes, I built an authority online because I built my brand. You know, I knew in the beginning with a mentor that I had in my first company, and I still have, you know, but it was like, you need to brand yourself. And I said, okay, I'm a mompreneur. I went and I took pictures, professional pictures, and I started doing my own brand. And then after that, I was growing and growing and growing. Then when I started MLSP, you know, the tools that we have here in MLSP are super. You know, you can do the capture page. If you have a lot of people you're talking to, just put it in the CRM. You know, just the tools are just amazing. And people think, I don't know how to use MLSP. Some people come to me, it's like, I don't know what to do, how to post. It's like, you know, I crush it because I grind and I hustle. You know, I'm not sitting down and waiting the leads to come to me. I use in attraction marketing. Organic traffic, I don't use paid traffic. So that means I need to go and find my people. And I talk to 20, 30, 50 people a day. And you're going to have conversions because you're talking to a lot of people. If you talk to 10 people, then ask your question and say why you're not really in the leaderboard right now. It's because you're not talking to enough people. And then you're not having that conversion. You're not branding yourself. You know, the first thing you need to do is brand yourself online, find your niche, find your target market, and you already know this, but you keep saying to yourself, I don't know what to do. And stop saying to yourself, I don't know what to do, and start implementing what we are teaching in here in MLSP. And then you will crush it online, and you will crush it in anything that you're doing. And I think that's about it.
Well, you're just about to L3, so why don't you just kind of give us a little play-by-play on, like, what is it that you do? Like, what's your DMO? What do you do on a day-to-day basis? You said you talk to people every day, like sometimes 50 people in a day. That's very impressive. But what's like what are you doing? What type of content are you putting out? Like, what type of branding?
So I have like a 7 thing that you should be doing in a daily basis to get your signups, at least 1 or 2 a day, or just having that in mind, like you want 1 or 2 a day. Is focus. Focusing one thing at a time. If you're doing a lot of things at a time and you want to rank in MLSP, you cannot be doing other stuff. You need to focus in MLSP. And that's what I did first, because I didn't want to be doing my 11 income stream. I wanted to focus in one, then I rank that one, and then I come to the next one. And that's what you should do. So what I do is I'm being consistent about it, you know, and in the morning, you know, the first thing I do is I send birthday wishes to all my friends that have birthdays in a day. And I like to sing. So that means that I did a video singing happy birthday, and I send it to them. And they appreciated that. What happened with those that I never talked before in my list? I have like 3,000 friends or more. Those people that I never talked to, sometimes I say, oh, they have a birthday today. And I send that video, they say thank you, you know, they love it because they love how I sing. And then after that, I build a relationship. And I say, I'm sorry, I'm not been connecting with you, you know. Let's connect, let's talk a little bit. And sometimes I even talk to them on the phone to know them better, because you need to know your people in your friend list. Whether you have 3,000 friends, if you not know, they're not in your opportunity, or you're not helping them in something. After that, you know, I always post about a good quality post. Like it can be something in the morning. Like in the morning, I just do like a quote, and I use Canva for it. You know, I use a lot of Canva. I do my own content. I do my own brand. I don't post any other people's stuff. I brand myself. That means that nobody else can post in my world. You know, it's all about me. It's all about my brand. It's all about my videos. And I do 1 video a day. I've been doing Facebook Live for the past 10 months. That means that I do every single Monday to Friday, you know. And I started in the beginning when I didn't have my brand. I did a 30-day video challenge. And then people start seeing me every single day, and I didn't stop because I knew that was my platform to really, really crush it with Facebook Live. So Facebook Live is the best thing ever. So you can really get yourself out there and start bringing value. So all my content is about value in my videos. And then I post my videos in groups. And then, you know, to do a perfect Facebook Live, I normally always do a question, you know, and you probably know that already. Do a question in your Facebook Live, do the content, and in the end, send somebody somewhere to your group, like your page, get to a system campaign, a freebie. You know, I said sometimes, you know, drop me a 1 if you like one of my freebies, you know, and they drop a 1, I send them a freebie, and I have them in my funnelizer, my CRM, and then MLSP go and do the email for me, so I can leverage that. And when I sleep in, I can get the residual income, so I don't have to work so hard. And then I always post good content, like a good question that is gonna engage my people, so I can then engage with them back. I never have somebody that engage with me and I don't engage back. Because when you leave somebody that engage with you, they like your post or they comment on your post. If you leave them without like saying hi or content or commenting them back on Messenger, then they will forget about you. They will just probably unfollow you. So you don't want that. You want to really be engaging with your people. And I don't use Instagram. You know, I'm in Instagram, but I'm not there. You know, I sending people on Instagram to my place, to Facebook, because Facebook is my platform. I don't go to YouTube. I have a YouTube. That doesn't mean they're going to be there prospecting, because my platform is Facebook. So don't go everywhere. Just choose one traffic method, and that's Facebook for me. So when you do that, engaging with your people and building that relationship, you will close people. You will.
Yep, it's all about building relationships with your audience for sure, and branding yourself. And you just like did awesome. You just blew us all away. Totally awesome. Sari, did we get you now? Oh my gosh, we can't hear you. What is going on? That is crazy. How come we don't hear you? Maybe try taking your headphones out. Or see this.
Roy, let me mute myself.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Jamie. That was really awesome. Really appreciate you, girlfriend. Really great stuff. You guys get a lot of value so far just from that. Jamie's a rock star. She's almost at L3, so she's climbing up the ranks really fast. I think she actually is pretty new to MLSP. I don't think she'd really touched on that yet, but 3 months. Wow. So there you go. There you go. There you have it. All right. So Lisa, are you ready to come out and play with me?
I am.
Okay, awesome. Lisa just hit L1 not too long ago, right?
Yes, and I'm
L2?
I'm like 2 points short or something. It's making me crazy, but I am so excited to be here. Almost there. I can see it.
Rocking her home business. She's rocking her primary business, and I've just loved watching her just do your thing, you know, and helping so many people. And I know you're doing a boot camp. You're one of those types of people that you just step onto the scene and you're like, I'm here, everybody. come play with me, you know, come watch me and come work with me. And, you know, you're teaching so many people. So why don't you share a little bit about you and what kind of led you to the community and what you were looking for and what you do on a day-to-day too.
Okay, yeah. Well, I actually have not been in network marketing very long. It's been, I think, like 2 years. But I was went through my warm market, right? And I was looking for a way to build my business online. So I did a little bit of research, landed in MLSP.
Thank goodness.
And oh, I have an echo here.
Terry, sound. It's Terry. He's got sound.
Okay.
What, you think it's me?
Mute out.
It's not me.
It's you. There you go. Well, at least you figured that out. Okay.
Well, good. We have Terry, huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So I landed in MLSP, thank goodness, and thought, okay, well, I'll stay here for like a month, right, and learn all the things that I wanted to learn, and never left. I think I've been here just a little over a year. So I love it in here. I love the community, and what I really love right now is that the people that I'm bringing into MLSP are doing amazing, because all we're doing is we are following the system. But kind of like what Jamie said, but you know, we're really doing it. We're just taking and we're sharing the system campaigns that are available to us, but we're not posting the links. We're doing it post, and like one of my newest members just got off of one post. So it works. Huh?
How many leads?
400.
Oh, I can't hear you.
100 leads? You can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
One post, they got 400 leads?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. We're doing
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. And I did one. I have 200 on mine. I just did one Sunday. So kind of what we do is we do that. Sunday's a really good day to, everybody's on Facebook Sunday evening. So we'll do a big curiosity post on Sunday. We've got people to talk to all week long.
No kidding. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we do is we post the curiosity post, you know, that we have this great training, you know, if you want it, comment below, and then message everyone that comments, and we send them the link, so that creates that connection with them, right? And we'll use voice messages or videos or whatever, but it also tells Facebook that you're connected. It comes up. So now the next few things that we post on Facebook, we have a lot of engagement. And then our goal is that curiosity post to Facebook Messenger, and then get them on Zoom. And so my newest members, within their first week, they generated hundreds of leads and signed up one person, each one of them. So
wow,
it works. The system works.
So can you give us an example of like what kind of curiosity posts are getting you guys the most leads?
Yeah.
We call them engagement posts, but I guess the most people asking for more, right?
Yeah, people raising their hand, and I get asked that a lot, and it's not really so much about the campaign that you're using. It's more about, I think, the posts that you do, but it's really very basic. We just post something like, hey, I've got this great cheat sheet. It's helping me get 5 to 10 leads a day. I'm willing to share. If you'd like it, just drop a comment below and I'll send it over to you.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we love that.
That's that simple, guys. Like seriously, if you're not doing that one thing, you're missing out on leads. And that's on Facebook. So are you doing this in groups or just on your own Facebook page?
A little bit of both. We did one of my ladies did it her first couple days just on her page, and she had 100 people.
Yeah. So you're just finding like little like home business groups and things like that, just niche related groups and saying that in your
it helps to it helps to post in some of those groups that are a little more about networking, not so much about spamming.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It does a lot because then they don't see you because it's just a bunch of spam. So I hear you. So that's awesome. Well, I'm rooting for you. L2, you're like this close. Very soon. I know it with all your engagement posts and leads that you're getting. So that's awesome. And let's see. Thank you very much. You're a rock star, Lisa. You really are.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. Thank you.
And work with you. So it's really, really awesome. I think we'll make Terry go last because he's, Terry. No. I get to pick on Terry. He's going to be he's the only guy here. So we get to pick on Terry today. All right, Terry, I love you. You know I do. All right, Jessica Daniels. I love this girl's energy. She's just amazing. And I'm so, grateful I get to actually work with her. And we met at Live the Dream, actually last Live the Dream. And she's just a rock star. She'll come up to you and just, and you just want to be around her. She's just got a ton of excitement and energy. And she's also a Michigan girl like me. So, we're kind of like little soul sisters or whatever. And she lives right by where I used to live in Michigan. So it's pretty awesome. Jessica Daniels.
Hi, what's up, MLSP community? I am so excited to be here and to be able to kind of give back to the community, kind of share what I'm doing, because I would not be where I am if I wouldn't have joined MLSP, because I've learned so much in the last 2 years. I think I've been with MLSP for 2 years, and I'm L3, halfway to L4, so very exciting. And so yeah, I'm just excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. Well, just so you know, Jessica is not just almost an L4 leader. I've also just watched her. I think she's almost signed up 20 people in the last few weeks in her business, and she's rocking it, like helping so many people. So she's like me, we don't give ourselves enough credit, but she is a total rock star. So why don't you just share with us just kind of like what led you to the community and, your journey to where you're at now, and just like what you do in your day-to-day to get results in your business.
Well, I got introduced to MLSP after I was with one kind of training company that was similar, because I was struggling. I was struggling in direct sales. I really wanted to bring it online because I didn't like doing home parties. I didn't like, posting flyers all over my neighborhood, giving my business card out. I wanted to do it online, and I struggled. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything, right? Nothing at all. So I really wanted to find some training, and I did that. And I found MLSP. I seen that, oh my gosh, look at all the leaders that are in MLSP. So I was in right away, and I learned a ton. So yeah, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but April saved me. Where was I?
Okay, you were basically when you found My Lead System Pro, you know, you got all this great training, and now where you're at today.
Yeah, so you guys, it really, really is. It was, I made a decision I'm going to make this happen no matter what. And once you make that decision, you know, doors just open up for you. You really have to make that decision, and you have to believe. You have to believe in what you have. I mean, you have a gold here with My Lead System Pro. I mean, anything you want to learn, we have it here, right? So, and you have to believe that anything's possible. Yeah, so maybe you don't know what you're doing yet. Maybe you're new. But you can come in here and learn anything you want. It just takes practice. It takes a little bit of time. And you can do it. You know, you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe in the system because it works. It really works. So, yeah, you know, I connect with people every single day. You know, I teach what I'm learning as I'm going. When I learn something, I post it on Facebook. I do a video. I do some training. And that's really going to gravitate people to you once you are, you know, showing them that what's possible. So, yeah, I mean, that's it. You know, you got to make it easier than a lot of people are making it really, you know, confusing and you know, making it a lot harder than what it has to be. It really doesn't have to be hard. You know, connect with 5 to 10 people a day. Connect with people that you're already connected with, and then introduce yourself to 5 or 10 new people every single day. You know, that's, you know, you can connect with 200 people a month. So that's basically what I do. I connect with people. I teach what I'm learning, and you can't go wrong, right?
Yeah, yep. And it's really, I think, consistency too, because a lot of the times people just aren't consistent enough. You know, it's like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, post a couple of days here and then I'm gonna stop, you know, and I'll disappear for a few weeks and then I'll come back and I'll decide to do it again. And you just can't do that. You have to be like on it, right? Every single day.
Oh yeah, big time. Consistency is huge. Absolutely. You have to keep yourself in front of your audience. You know, build that audience, engage that audience, and then sell to that audience, right? That's MLSP's, you know, that's the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jessica. You rock.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And sharing. Terry Lamb, can we hear you? Can we hear you now?
No, you're not allowed to.
What? You said I could hear you today.
I'm telling you, I had so many issues hooking this thing up. What's up? And then there's some warning that this app doesn't work anymore in a few days. What's up with that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Google
I'm
Hangouts.
echoing.
Well, turn your microphone off.
I am.
Although I will tell you that I do not have as much energy as Jamie. That girl has some serious energy. Holy crap.
She's a rock star.
Oh my God. So you better have some really good questions for me because I'm not going to go on and on about the 8 that you threw at everybody all at once.
Okay, well, you now, 'cause I'm echoing. I feel like I'm in a for 1 second.
You know what? I mean, you told me to take the headset off. That's probably why it's echoing. Let's
Just leave it though.
Just
leave it though. I don't want you to put a headset on.
It wasn't the headset. It was the fact that it was a whole different kind of sound settings for Google. But we can try it. I mean, I got it right here.
Okay. You can try it. You'll have to adjust it again.
Hold on. Do you think that's any better?
Oh, much better. Oh, much better.
Yeah. See, that's why I had it on. Crazy
More
girl.
tunnel. I was going nuts. All right.
Yeah, it's when you talk into the computer speaker. So
Here he is, the superstar, the myth, the legend. All over Facebook. Usually antagonizing.
Oh, am I? Yes, maybe. You know what, April?
Marketer is what he is.
April, maybe you and I should deal with that right now. We should deal with the misconception of Terry.
The misconception of Terry. Terry's a good guy. I'll say Terry's a good guy. You just have to get to know him. He grows on you. Fungus. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. See, I can't even. Do you want me to cry right on camera?
No.
You want me to cry?
I love you, Terry. Terry, you're amazing. I get you going.
You know what it is?
Laugh. I'm making jokes.
I'm going to speak to it for a minute because I know a lot of people see it. And I sit back and you know, if someone says maybe I was being mean or however they perceive me, it's certainly their perception. But my intention is just to be radically honest with everyone. And usually that really messes with people's emotions. That really, that brings back all of the things that have happened in their past that they then have to attach to me. So, you know, so the big issue is to kind of step back and go, where's the truth inside of what he's saying? And you know, I really practice that. There's actually a book by Brad Blanton called Radical Honesty. And I read it about, God, how long has it been ago? 9 years ago now. And I just really apply that in my life. And it's actually empowering for me. It also really gets under other people's skins sometimes because they're not used to the radical honesty. Like, you know, so that's where the misconception comes in. But anyway, hi, how are you
I
today?
just thought you were doing it to interrupt the feed.
No, really, it's just
Off the wall things, like it's just random thoughts, right? It's just Terry. And I look at my feed and I'm like, I stop, and I mean, he makes me stop and think, right? And I'm like, Terry. And I was just like, go Terry, you know?
well,
you interrupt this feed to, what did I say when we were talking?
that was really good. Yeah, something like that. I interrupt this feed for a public service announcement or something like that.
Something like that. We interrupt this feed for, Terry to just interrupt.
It was good. You notice I used that the next day.
Yeah, it is. It's interruption marketing. It does work really, really well. I do it sometimes with different types of posts. I like to use funny things, though, like memes and GIFs and things like that. Terry just says some random stuff.
You know what, though? Here's what's interesting. Here's what's interesting. The perception is that I'm doing something. That's just who I am.
Yeah, and
I'm being my authentic self. I'm not trying to interrupt or anything else. I'm like, that's just what's going on in here, right?
Yeah. He is naturally just an interrupt. I mean, he just interrupts your feed. Naturally, just natural for him.
Nice, thanks.
It's a natural thing. And so I think if you could get anything out of what Terry's saying here is to just be you. Like, one of the things that changed my life, one of the books was Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk. And I love the fact that he would just get on, he was the wine guy, right? So he'd get on the camera and he would just be in his pajamas, his background would be all messy, he'd have garbage laying all over the place, and he would just get on there and just blab. Sometimes, just almost about nothing, but everybody loved him because he was just getting on camera and he was just being him. And I think that was one of the things that really gave me the confidence to just come out and be me. In fact, I don't like doing all the fancy stuff, like all the fancy video stuff, because it just isn't me, right? So I don't like to do all fancy stuff. So you won't see me like, I like to get my makeup on and stuff. Sometimes I don't even do that. And I just get on and I start talking. Yeah, Terry, I mean, he looks really awesome when he has his makeup on. He forgot to wear it today.
You know, it's so interesting that you bring that up. I'm not kidding you. That was the game changer. I'll make a very long story short, but I read the book Crush It, and it was a rainy day. I think it was like maybe, 2007?
Yeah.
Something like that. And it was a rainy day, and my car was in the shop. And I'd been doing some internet stuff, but never any video or everything. And I finished his book. I got on my bicycle. I'm not kidding. I rode to Best Buy in the rain to buy a video camera. I came home and I started doing video immediately.
Me too.
And that's what brought me literally right here. And I did a little bit different spin in the sense that I was like, well, I don't want to build an elaborate funnel and websites, and I don't want to write a blog. I don't want to do any of that stuff. So I'm just going to put my phone number in the video. And people would call me, and I'd talk to them and convert just through the recommendation. So what's interesting, I had a client call me a couple days ago, and he says, I've been following you for like 8 years, and your message is always the same. Publish your phone number, talk to leads. And I looked back and went, yeah, because that's the fastest way to a conversion, and it's kind of along the lines of this concept of essentialism. What are the essentials really? Is it a blog with flashing banners and 22 opt-ins and stuff? Or is it one page that says, here's my email, get a hold of me if you want X? That's it.
Right.
Real simple. You either do or you don't.
Right.
You know? And I'm moving even more in that direction of essentialism. I'm getting away from a lot of the attraction marketing stuff and moving more towards putting that, turning that attraction marketing, if you want to even call it that, into a specific paid advertisement that is not come and watch my free training. It's send me an email and answer these 4 questions. So it's like a filter process, are they, and they have to copy and paste the email.
Mhm.
It's not clickable. You copy and paste this, answer these 4 questions. And one of the 4 questions is a joke. It's I say something funny, like, what's your preference, cats or dogs? What's your favorite color? Something, but it mixes up. Maybe it's that pattern interrupt. I don't know, but that's a quality lead. You want to talk about maybe kind of like some secret sauce for a second here.
Yeah.
I've been doing that with Facebook ads, and most people have an autoresponder, right? Well, most autoresponders, whatever the name of the campaign is, if you use that, let's say you have get response, okay? So if your campaign name is Terry, it's terry@getresponse.net. You can click the button inside of your autoresponder, and if somebody emails that email address, they are automatically added to that sequence. So imagine doing an ad and your only call to action is send me an email to terry@getresponse.net. And
Right.
don't send an email to that because I don't have a campaign like that set up. But whatever your campaign name is at your autoresponder.net.com, whatever they have, puts them right onto your follow-up list. Talk about you didn't need a funnel. You didn't need anything crazy. They're immediately on your list. You set up a few follow-up sequences. Usually my first one is, hey, great. Appreciate you getting on my list, but guess what? Email is not the best way to communicate. Here's my phone number. Why don't you hit me up right now? And I'll skip you way ahead of where you're at, right? Like
Right.
that's just simple, essentialism, simple. And I could talk about some other things like that, but I just thought that kind of fit in relevantly to, just being simple. All of this complexity is, for me, it's it was working too hard. I've been doing this for 22 years and a lot of 15+ hour days, a
Mhm.
lot of them. And most of that 15 hours was all of the non-essential type stuff, creating elaborate funnels. I really kind of something in the market right now that really gets me. Maybe this will be helpful for people. After doing this for so long, I get so tired of seeing I'm doing a free training, because you're not really doing a free training,
Right.
right? Do a free training, call it that, but you got to like change up the wording and stuff. Like people are seeing literally every Facebook ad in my feed is a free training, a free training. And I think to myself, you haven't thought 2 seconds outside of what it is, is going on in their head. Do they see 18 free trainings a day? Can they attend them all? They can't. So how do you stand out? How do you be different? Maybe it's not even a free training. I'll be honest with you, everything that I do these days is to get on my list or get into some sort of communication mode with me. Text message, I've been doing a lot of that. Get in my private group, been doing a lot of that. Because, email is just wholeheartedly not the best way to go. It's a method, but it's definitely not the end all be all.
Yeah, that's
So
how you get them on the phone.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the fastest way to the conversion. What's interesting about that is people will say, okay, Terry, you got me convinced I have to talk to people on the phone. Give me your script. What do you say? And I'm like, you've already killed it for you. It's not about your script. It's about them.
Right.
Hi, how are you? Where are you from? How
Right.
did you find me? Why do you want that stuff? None of that was about me. It was you. And what's interesting about human psychology, if you pay attention to it at all, then there's no sales pitch at all. The way that I do it is I say, can I send you a text message? Is this your mobile phone? Can I send you a text message? That puts them on my list. That gets them right in front of a video. Great. Hey, thanks for having a conversation with me, because that's the only way you got on that list, was having a conversation with me. And usually I have the text message queued up before I call them back. you know, or I've got it ready if someone inbounds me. You know, but not complex, but I do that because I'm trying to diversify outside of just email. You know, text is a terrific way to go. And guess what? That segues right into something else that I'm totally crazy about right now is this whole Facebook Messenger bot thing. You know, it's approved by Facebook. I'm telling you, the way. What's that?
There's a bot for Facebook.
Yeah, yeah. So you haven't. Okay, so I gotta tell you
now
this
you're
one.
onto something. I like bots.
Well, that's what they're calling it, but it is probably the most powerful thing I've seen in a while, and it could be one of it's Facebook API approved. They've only let in certain developers to do it. There's a ton of apps coming out that essentially are this. You can say in a Facebook ad, you know, that's pretty much where I'm going. You could do it in a Facebook post too. Typically it has to be attached to a page, a Facebook fan page. But if you say in the ad or in the post, leave a comment below and say yes or say no, for an example. The bot will sense what they've said and send them a message based off of, and it's a direct instant message, and it does not go to their other folder. It's as if you were friends, okay? So you can set a delay, you can set what's called spin text, if you're familiar with that, meaning, you know, you have these little hash marks, and it's never the same message going out. Although it's Facebook approved, you can send them a link, you know, hyperlinks. It references the post that they left a comment on. I mean, you know, it right now is probably my secret sauce for running an ad, a dark post, inside of my Facebook fan page and literally just asking them to leave a comment, and then the messenger bot will engage them. It engages them right away. And it's, you know, like what, 100% deliverability, right? Typically, my call to action is, you know, come on over, get on my list. I'll share with you more about what I was talking about in the post. And yeah, that's awesome. So you haven't seen that yet?
No, you want to show it to us?
Oh, well, it's not necessarily. I'm not prepared. There's like 4 or 5 different companies that are doing it. It was funny because the first one that came out, they were charging $2,000. I think it was either $1,000 or $2,000. I was like, holy crap! And then finally, a company came out at about $97 a month, and now they're down to about $50 a month to, you know, hook up with a messenger bot. But you know, you can Google it; it's a concept, but extremely powerful. So think about that. Now you can run Facebook ads. Your call to action is to leave a comment.
Right.
Or say, leave a comment and I'll send you a message. I'll send you more info, which, you know, those posts do really well. And now the auto messenger bot sends them a message, gets people on your list, and then guess what it also does? It adds them to a broadcast list. So now you can type a message and broadcast it out to everyone that has ever left a comment on any one of your posts or ads.
Wow.
You know, I mean, deliverability is incredible. And
the one that we should Google.
What's that? Oh, I'm trying to think of some of the. I know there's a new app that just came out. Oh, I think the best one right now that I've seen is called Social Panda. But there's also another one called Trust Message.
Okay.
So it's Social Panda has an app, and Trust Message has an app. Those are very, you know, they're good.
Do that on Facebook.
Oh my God, it's incredible. I hesitate. I probably would make you ask me more deeper questions, and then I'll give you like some really crazy more secrets, but I'm not just going to give it for the heck of it.
Yeah. No, I like to hang people from their toes and be like, get it out of them. Tell me what's your secret.
Only
we're gonna literally get all his secrets now.
Only if you tell me some Instagram secrets.
I always tell you. I tell you all my Instagram secrets.
I know. Do you believe that you and I talked on the phone for 2.5 hours the other night?
I know, it was great.
I don't talk to anybody that long.
I didn't even have any wine.
And you have a secret fan. My sister is like, oh my God, I love her. I love her. She was on your webinar the other night. She's like, I love her. I'm like, listen, I'm not introducing you to at all.
I'm gonna have to go out on a date with your sister now.
Oh God. Nice.
Awesome. That was so awesome. Terry, you didn't really tell us though, like, who are you? That guy.
No one cares about that stuff. Come on.
I care. I care. Like, who are you? I was like, who is this Terry Lamb guy? Like, nobody knows.
Really? You're going to give me that umbrella of a question, who am I?
Story, man. What is your story? And then we'll let you go, just in a nutshell.
My story in a nutshell. I don't have any stories in a nutshell. I am unemployable. Every job I ever had, I got fired from. I was a United Airlines captain, flew for them for, how long did I do that? 16 years, and hated it, and was up against getting fired. And why, right? The reason is because, you know, back to the radical honesty thing. I just wasn't that corporate yes sir, no sir guy. You know, I love flying stuff. I have my own airplane. That's my passion. And this business is my passion, no doubt, helping others get successful. But what happened was I had diverted 134 passengers. I was the captain on an Airbus 319. I think we were going to Memphis from Chicago, and there were just tornadoes everywhere. And everyone was circling, big, huge black wall in front of us of tornadoes. And I decided we don't have enough fuel to try this. And Federal Express or FedEx landed in front of us, and he keyed the mic and said, "Don't try it, guys." That was all I had to hear. So I left, I diverted. And it was later in the day, so they had to bus all 134 people from wherever I landed, I don't remember, an hour or two away from Memphis, back to Memphis because there weren't any flights, right? And I had to make a command decision. When we landed, we had just enough fuel to make it there. We weren't going anywhere else. We'd been circling for hours. So anyway, so a week later, I come back to work, and I'd been a captain for 9 years at that point, and the chief pilot sat me down and he said, "So tell me what happened." And I explained it to him, just what I told you, got into some details. And he pulls out the printed weather report from my flight, and he goes, "It looks like it was pretty good on the field. So tell me again why you diverted." And I realized this is the corporate bullshit. This is the, "Please, sir, save my job. Don't fire me because I made a command decision that cost you a lot of money, but saved my life."
Right, saved everybody's life.
Right, but think about that. I'm always kind of a little bit of a smartass about that. Listen, I wasn't trying to save anybody's life but my own. Okay? Everybody's like, "Well, isn't it nerve-wracking to have 134 people behind you?" No, it's nerve-wracking to have me in the seat in control. All right? They got lucky just because I saved myself. Come on, that's supposed to be funny.
That is funny. I know.
Anyway, he said, the chief pilot leaned across the desk and he said, "Do you want me to walk you to the front door?" And I said, "Should I leave my bag or do you guys need the manuals?" I quit 2 weeks later. And first year in the internet marketing industry, I made $126 the first year. It was painful.
High roller.
And then 2 years later, I had my first $58,000 month.
Wow.
And I realized this stuff is possible, so here we are.
The pilot, the ex-pilot that goes internet
Sure.
marketer, network
Yes.
marketer, whatever you
I'm
want.
a rebel.
You're rebel. Unemployable ex-pilot that goes rogue.
Yes. Yeah.
Rogue and decides to think for himself for a change, right?
That's right. The hell with the man.
Yeah, exactly. So you saved a whole bunch of people's lives and you got shit on in the process. And so I have my own stories like that too. And I was the same way. I was like, burn those bridges. I'm never going back. Don't care. I don't ever want to work for anybody. And yeah, corporate's always looking for a way to fire you. So just a number. You're just a number getting waiting on to call, right? For them to call and be like, terminated or whatever.
Well, it was funny too. Yeah, good point. So one of the things he said when we sat down, he goes, "You've been a captain for 9 years. I've never seen your name come across my desk." I'm like, "Yeah, I get in, I get out, I do my thing." But when he wanted me to say, "Please, sir, save my job," I was like, "Walk me to the door then. Let's do it." And then 2 weeks later, I was like, "This isn't any fun. I'm going to go out on my own."
Yeah.
So here we are.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm the same way. I'm a rebel. We're rebels, right?
Yeah, totally.
I knew there was a story, and I knew that you were a pilot, but you you fly still, right? I see you like.
Oh yeah. No, I have an airplane, and I'm getting ready to buy a helicopter, and yeah, I just love flying stuff.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you're super smart.
Well,
Pilots have to,
no, yeah, I'm super focused. I'll tell you that.
yeah, that's good. I know you're smart though. You don't have to lie. You're not smart. I know you're smart. Not to intimidate you guys, but some it's there's some people on here that maybe are maybe attorneys and doctors and college educated people. And then I always tell people, even on my team, I'm like, hey, you want a three-way? Well, if it's a person that's college educated, you might not want to get them on the phone with the underachiever that made it big, right? You want to get them on with somebody who's they can relate to, And sometimes people don't relate to me because maybe they're like, oh, she was this underachiever girl that never did anything. And then you've got this guy right here who isn't, I would say you were successful in your career, a pilot, a captain, and, decided to go rogue and just make it happen online,
Yeah, honestly, I had been doing it the whole time. I mean, I graduated college in '94, and I wrote a book and started selling it on the internet around
Wow.
the world. So I've been doing it. So I've been telling people I've been doing it for 22 years. So by the time I quit, which was 2006, I'd had a successful internet business, an affiliate marketing business. But why did I not make any money that first year? Because I let the information overload happen, and I just kept consuming and not actually taking action.
And that's
Everybody does it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't. I read Crush It, and I said, okay, time to put videos out every day.
Yeah, it took me a while. It took me, God.
And then I just started putting videos out every day, and I just made the stupidest videos ever.
Yeah, me too.
Dancing around my living room, You would have liked those videos, Terry.
I'm going to go look for those.
Back when I was 27, hot stuff, right? Oh my gosh, it's almost been, it's been a long time I've been doing this. It seems like
I'll put in a vote for that you're still hot stuff. I'll put in a vote.
Try. Keep it going on a little bit here. So,
because nobody else is watching us, right?
No, they all are. They all are. But they're entertained, so that's good. We're doing the Gary Vee today. So I'm so excited you came out, and Terry, we had a great conversation. I was like, I got to get him out because he's, rocking it, and he's been rocking it for a long time. And you've got a lot of wisdom, and you always are so giving. I mean, on the phone even, you were just giving a ton of great stuff, tips for me. So I knew when we got you out, you'd just pop, and you'd share a lot of great stuff, and I appreciate you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good having you out. Awesome. So this one's painless, right? We figured out the voice and the sounds and the voice, and we can hear Terry, and he's got earphones in, and there's no echo, and we all worked it out, right? That's what entrepreneurs do. Jamie, I see your baby. Hi. I see a baby there. Awesome. Hi. The mompreneur, Jamie Reyes, and then Jessica Daniels, thank you for coming out. You guys can come on and say bye if you want. Any final words, Lisa Reed?
Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys implement everything you hear today.
It's so awesome having you out. Thank you, Jamie.
Thank you for having me, guys. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me, April. Thank you.
Yeah. Keep rocking, Rockstars. You guys are all awesome. A lot of value shared today. And guys, seriously, if you guys got some value out of what we shared today, go over in the Facebook group and give everybody kudos that was on and came out. Some of these Rockstars are the first time they've ever been out on a Hangout in MLSP. So, that takes courage. It really does. I remember my very first one. It was Diane Hockman actually invited me out, and I was like a scared little bird, I'm just like, I don't know if I could do this. And this was, like 3 years ago. And here I am today. Now I'm doing them. So this is the beginning for you guys, and it's really exciting stuff. Thank you, everybody, my Lead System Pro community. As always, it's always a pleasure to come hang out with you guys, and definitely go in the Facebook group and let us all know how you guys what kind of value you got, and give kudos to the leaders here. Terry Lamb.
You know what? Someone just messaged me and said that my wine rack behind me is empty. So they probably should look at this part of the bar. That's not empty.
Oh, Terry's sitting in the bar doing webinars. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Living
I am.
the life, living the dream. He's on his bachelor pad.
Yes.
All right, guys. Love this community. Love you guys. Thank you for coming out, and we will see you in the Facebook group. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.